What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got a brand new G7X. So apparently my camera that I turned in a couple weeks ago was too damaged to be repaired. Instead, they gave me back store credit because I did have a 3-year protection plan, and I was able to cop a brand new G7X, and I feel like the quality on this one is a lot better than the last, although it's the same model. Regardless of the fact we have a brand new camera, guys, I'm trying really hard to not drop this one. And today we're going to be working on the CRX. We have a tune date tomorrow, and I am going to be bringing it back to my original tuner, Jeremy from Red Zone. We actually flew him out from Hawaii. He landed here today, and he's going to be getting a place to stay kind of like towards his dyno, which is like 45 minutes from me. And tomorrow early in the morning I'm gonna leave here at 7 o'clock. So I still got a few things I gotta button up with the car, guys, and I've been putting a lot of mileage on it. Car runs and drives, you know. A big shout out to my cousin Daniel for doing a street tune. AFR is good for just, you know, drivability wise and for the freeway and stuff. But I am trying to trailer the car tomorrow, but we'll figure that out once you know, we get ready to prep this car for the dyno. But today I have one last mod I gotta do for this car before my hood's already open, before I throw it on the dyno. Today's task is to install the coil pack conversion. What I'm actually gonna do right now, guys, is I'm gonna finish vacuuming the car. I did half of it. I took off to Best Buy to pick up the camera, and I'm gonna finish vacuuming the driver, clean the interior a little bit, give it a wash. It's been sitting for a very long time. Once I get it all washed up, I'm gonna move it over to the driveway, and we'll lay out the parts for you guys, show you what I'm rocking with, and then we'll get to installing it. Okay, guys, so my brother is still working on his car, and I haven't washed my car yet, but that's the least of the priorities. But I am going to do the coil pack retrofit right here because my carport right here is all torn up, and it's kind of windy today. So with that flopping up and down, it's probably going to distort the audio. So I'm just going to do it over here away from that. But right here, guys, I have some of the stuff set up as far as my coil pack system goes, and I'm gonna run it by you guys real quick before we do the install. So the coil pack system that I'm using is the HondaRulez kit. Now I don't have the ECU here because it's still connected in the car. My cousin is here calibrating my TPS again because it somehow went out of whack. But let me show you guys here really quickly. The HondaRulez kit is internally you know, modified into the ECU, and you guys can see that orange light right there blinking. Have an authorized dealer install this for you, and my dealer is Nomis Industry. You can see it right here on the ECU cover. This ECU actually belongs to my buddy Chewy, and mine is in Joe's car, but mine also has a HondaRulez kit installed. And because the car is currently running a stock distributor, I have the 2 wires disconnected right there, which typically powers the board and then runs your COP systems. But first and foremost, your ECU has to have the HondaRulez board installed into your ECU. Now, the cool thing about the COP system is you can run it on a stock ECU, Chrome ECU, any ECU with or without a chip. But in our case, we're running the S300. Typically, when you buy the kit, it comes with, you know, obviously the ECU and stuff. It comes with the harness right here, and then everything else you have to get it yourself. Now, some distributors offer stuff like ECU covers. They offer you the coil pack plates. Some places even offer the distributor caps to replace the stock one for the wires, because we're not going to be running wires anymore, obviously. My HondaRulez kit came from my buddy Simon, and he is actually Nomis Industry, and he sponsored me the HondaRulez kit, which is super awesome. So thank you for that, brother. He also shot me a sticker to slap on the back of my car, and he remembered to give it to me in black because all my stickers are black. You guys can probably already tell by the ECU cover, it is a collaboration with Nomis Industry and Built to Drive. We are working on maybe making some ECU covers with the Built to Drive logo on it, so we can provide some to you guys if you guys want to support us. If you guys want your own HondaRulez kit, be sure to hit up Nomis Industries. I'll tag his Instagram here and also in the description below. He is the Northern California's dealer for the HondaRulez kit. Now, different part of the country, there are different distributors, and if you're in my area, be sure to hit him up if you're looking to go cop conversion on your setup. Oh, found gears now. Damn, that first gear covered pretty much over there to over there. So I'm gonna let my cousin calibrate the TPS real quick, and then we'll get to installing the COP system. I also forgot to mention, you need coil packs. these are stock K24 coil packs. I don't know the difference between the K20 and K24s as far as lengthwise. I don't have any to compare, but you need 4 coil packs. Now a lot of people run the SLs, which is the yellow ones. A lot of people run the stock Denso ones, and because these were free to me, I'm gonna use these. So my cousin just left a little while ago. He calibrated my TPS with the pedal not depressed. It was reading like 0.03, and then on wide open throttle it was doing 93%. So before I get to the coil pack, I'm actually making a motor mount for my brother. He's going to be taking this car out this weekend. I believe he's going camping, and then he's going to go to track. But one of the issues we've had since I made the rear motor mount, when Hasbro didn't offer the all-wheel drive kit yet, I made my own motor mount, obviously using the stock motor mount insert, which I believe is like 65. And under launches, the engine pretty much like goes backward pretty hard and dents all of this. You know, you can see it rocking because the supercharger sticks out of the hood. So what I'm doing is, Innovative for EF, I believe, offers this like front torque mount. This motor mount was originally for the single cam transmission, and obviously, you know, this is not a single cam, it's a K supercharge. And I had to cut the legs off of it to somehow make some, you know, new legs for the engine, like right there. I have one right here, and then I have one down there. And I got to join these two guys on top of this motor mount. This is going to be bolted to this to help, you know, the engine torquing backwards. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to knock this out because I need to spend more time on my car, but he's taking off before me. So I got to get this done, and I'll show you guys how it looks in a minute. And there it is, 30 minutes. I came up with a motor mount that'll help with the torque of the motor. And it is gusseted in the rear, so it doesn't bend, but it is 3-piece, you know, welded together to the mount. So I don't know how long it'll hold, but this is just temporarily for my brother for this weekend. And when I have some actual time, I'll make something more solid, more one unit. So yeah, that's done. I'm gonna have him put everything back together, clean up, and now I can start working on my coil pack. Now I was looking at it, and I was, you know, doing some research on it. It is the same kit that Burton Racing carries, and plenty of install videos online. The HondaRulez kit is pretty straightforward as far as I've known. I did the Honda kit on Duke's car, and you have to splice into some of the wires on the ECU side. With the HondaRulez kit, it's already installed into the ECU depending on who you buy it from, and it's pretty much plug and play. So on the side of the ECU, it has a little port for this guy right here. And you know, once you do the front half, like the engine bay side of things, which I am going to run you guys through the steps of it, it is, hey Lucy, what are you doing? I just vacuumed my car. No mames, what are you doing? My cats? It's okay. But anyways, on the ECU, the HondaRulez kit sits on this end of the ECU, and then there's a outlet right here that you plug the harness into, and that's done as far as the ECU side of things. I still have to go help my buddy with his EJ1. He's tuning with me tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to knock this out really quickly. The video may seem long because I'm doing so much stuff, but the HondaRulez cop system conversion is pretty simple. Take these guys out. You're gonna have to remove the cap. So this guy comes off. So this right here is your stock coil, and when you're doing individual coil packs, right, each one of those cylinders is going to have its own coil. We don't use this guy anymore, so we're going to have to remove this guy, these two wires you can disconnect from the igniter. You're going to need to remove the rotor. Take this guy out. We're not going to be needing these guys anymore. This removes the coil. So now you're gonna have to remove your ICM, which is held on by 2 bolts on the side right here. Some distributor has the 2 bolts on the top right here, and just pretty much remove. That's not even the right size. There we go. All right, so you're gonna have to remove pretty much all of the plugs that attaches to the ICM, ignition. Right, this guy as well, and then there's a little clip on the side. Remove that, And obviously you don't want any of the wires to be chilling in here, so all of the wires that are, you know, just chilling right here has to come out. You can, like, if you can tuck it. I really don't want to cut my OEM distributor wires, or you can depin it, right, and just feed them through, or you can just simply cut it, and that'll be pretty much it for the distributor. So guys, unfortunately my distributor cap does not fit, even though I did submit the distributor code to make sure I got the right cap, and I believe it was right here, and it doesn't even line up at all. Like it doesn't even seat for the most part, right? And it doesn't line up at all on 2 of the bolts. So the thing about the coil pack is you can still run the stock distributor cap, and just obviously without the wires. But what I did right here with my distributor is I just depinned the wires accordingly, and then we're going to be needing this for the retrofit kit harness, and I just tucked up all of these away from all of the rotating assembly inside the Dizzy. Everything's electrical taped, you know, just shortage or whatever the case, but they're not getting power because they are depinned from here. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap that back here. I'm gonna put this back on the car, and we'll move into the whole spark plug side of things. 170 stock thermostat that I have on it. So with the stock distributor, I run for the spark plugs NGK 4554. These are non-resistant type, and I've been running this for like over 10 years without a single issue. And with the coil pack system, you're going to have to run like iridiums, and the one I'm going to be running is 2668, which are right here. Thank you, Joe, for bringing them by right there. And typically you can run like the iridium 2667, 2668, 2669, and then this thing won't focus at all. There it is. So this is what I'm running now. There are other spark plug models that you can run for different power ranges, but I've ran this on a different car coil pack system, and we have no issue with that. So I'm going to be running those, taking these off now, and I just texted my tuner what I'm going to be gapping them to, but typically would start at like 24. But I've gone down as far as 19, so whatever he says, I'm gonna gap him real quick. Again, big shout out to Simon at Nomis Industry. He provided this spark plug cover for me as well, and it's already pre-threaded and everything, and uses a typical 10mm bolt, so that goes right there pretty much in place. Use your spark plug cover 10 mils to secure this into place, and then the coil pack pretty much just go right on it. I'm hoping that these coil packs are still good, but I have like 12 more, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much goes on like that. It's supposed to clip. You'll feel it like kind of clip in, or, yep, clipped, clip, clip. Now I gotta take it back out because that thing is super dusty. But yeah, that's pretty much all it is as far as the spark plug side of thing goes, and then we'll get to the harness in just a second. Let me secure all of this. I'm definitely trying to beat the light, guys, because my brother is still working over there where my lamp is at. But yeah, let me secure that, and then we'll move to the harness. Sorry for the low lighting, guys, but the coil pack and plate is installed. Lucy, what is your problem? She just ran into my foot. But the harness is next, and the harness is pretty straightforward. So let me run you guys through the harness real quick before I install it myself here. These 4 guys right here are the coil pack plugs, and they are linked to the specific, you know, location, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then over here, this kind of loops either over or under, depending on your preference. If you want to hide it, if you want to show it off, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. And coming over here to this junction right here has several wires you have to you know, secure into place. So right here, this junction, you can see Nomis Industries, and these 2 guys goes to the 2-prong plug that came off the distributor. We removed this plug right here, and we're going to be reusing this because these 2 guys go in place. So this is the coil power, I believe, the thick wire. There's 2 of them. There's a thin one and a thick one, and then the thin one is the blue RPM signal. So pretty much whichever side was the blue and the black, these two guys go in place of those. The easiest way to tell is to clip this plug back in, or not clip it but reference, and then you can see on the left side we got the blue, and then on the right we got the black, and then we installed this accordingly. And then the ground, Burton Racing prefers that you install the ground on the distributor left bolt right here because it looks cleaner. He don't prefer the T-stap, but I'm probably just going to put it on the T-stap because it is the main ground anyways. If this wasn't getting ground, everything in this car wouldn't be working like it should. And then this harness right here, HondaRulez made their harness super long, so you can route it. Like, say if you tuck an ECU in the trunk, this probably won't reach to the trunk, but if you had it under the seat or a glove box or whatever the case is, this harness is long enough to route wherever it is that your ECU is sitting at. This 6-pin connector right here goes to the HondaRulez circuit board that's on the S300, which has a cutout on the back of the ECU, and pretty much plug and play. So I'm gonna go ahead and wire these two guys in, ground this guy right now, and then we'll take you inside and pretty much show you the very last step of this Honda cop system installation. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay guys, so now I know why Burton Racing says to use this bolt right here for the distributor for the ground, because the harness actually isn't even long enough to go down to the thermostat housing, so I have no choice but to put it right here. Now the harness is specific to chassis, so this one right here, I believe the pins may be for an OBD2 plug, and it does not fit into my OBD1 2-pin plug right here, and it actually doesn't even make it all the way through. Let me show you guys real quick. It actually stops right there. So that's unfortunate. I don't have an OBD2 plug that I can swap over, but what I'm going to do is, thank you to Simon, he's replying to me right here. He said I can just pretty much depin the male side of the connector and connect the spades together, electrical tape them pretty good that they don't separate, and just kind of tuck them away, make sure they aren't touching each other, and that should be fine. Now this step is typically unnecessary, unless the person who installed it told you otherwise. Now this ECU already came with these two wires installed into the HondaRulez board right here, and this was removed because I was using a stock distributor, so pretty much we're not running the cop system. There's no reason to program it. So now I'm going to reconnect it. So on the HondaRulez board there are 3 like slots. Let me see here. There are 3 slots on that little black pin, and left wire is left, right is right, and left on the 3-pin is the middle, and the right wire goes on that far right pin. So the yellow is left, purple is right. So I'm gonna do that quick. It's as simple as just, you know, making sure that the wire is nice and straight, and just slipping it into that slot, and it'll literally just catch. See, now it's locked in place, right? And then right is purple. We'll go ahead and put the purple in right there. Give it a nice little like snug force, and then you can see right there it's locked into place. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the ECU cover back on. And this ECU isn't mine, so I'm not gonna put my casing on it, which is Nomis Industry X built to drive. I'm gonna slap that on my ECU when I get it back, and this goes back to my buddy. So typically put the cover back on. This clip is very fragile, so be sure to handle with care, because if you pull it by the wire, you can literally pull the whole wire out of the plug. So it just goes on like this, or the other way, or this way. I'm just doing this blindly. Boom. Alright guys, so I am in the driver's seat, and this is going to be the first start with the new cop system. I double checked everything under the hood, and let's see if it works. Make sure ECU gets power, HondaRulez board gets power, orange light right there. See if it turns on. Oh man, it fires so easy, bro. So freaking easy.
Like butter.
Like butter.
It's like butter, baby.
It's like butter, baby. Oh yeah. Let's go check it out under the hood. Make sure everything is all nice and golden. It's like butter, baby. Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
That fired over, no problem.
Man, that thing didn't even hesitate to turn on, bro. It just, I'm alive, baby. Boy, I am super stoked. So guys, that's pretty much how I installed the HondaRulez cop system. A lot more affordable than the Honda cop system, but don't get me wrong, the Honda cop system works just as well. And this is more for like the budgeted guys. And as you guys can see, the car didn't hesitate to turn over whatsoever, and it seems to be idling, sounding very good, and I'm super happy. So this is going to be the end of the video, guys. I got a lot more things to do. Got to change my oil. I'm going to drive it around, get it a little warm, and then you know, button up the car for tomorrow morning before we go to our dyno. And the last piece to the puzzle is the ECU cover, which you guys see right here. Nomis Industry collaborating with Built to Drive. Thank you, Simon, for the sponsorship on the cop system. As you guys can see, we did the full installation and the thing fired over without a single hiccup. So that means it is official that we are going to slap the sticker on the back of the windshield. Probably not going to do it tonight though, because it's super dark. But yeah, big shout out to Simon. If you guys are in Northern California, be sure to hit up Nomis Industry for your cop system. And if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. And if you guys want to stick around for the dyno video and track to come in a couple of days, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, guys, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.